Sports Jazz, thank you so much for tuning in. Isaac and Josh, we are back, babies. Happy New Year to everyone. It's been a while. And yeah, we've been lost. And of course, as Man United fans, we've been also crying. We've been crying. So things have not been going so well. But we're back to be streaming. Josh, what up? What up? How's the New Year?
I'm good. I'm good. The new year is great.
Yeah. Josh?
I'm good. I'm good. The new year is great. No worries here.
Yeah, that's great to know. Yeah, Josh, we have a game over the weekend, a very strong game. And I'm praying that we win. It's going to be a hard one. We are headed to Anfield. It's not, I think we have only one win in 10 games against Liverpool. Something that is quite alarming, something that is very, very annoying too. Again, I mean, as a Man United fan, I don't know how prepared you are. Aziz was supposed to be with us today, but unfortunately, he's not around. Maybe even that's for
Good,
the better because
good
we all knew he
riddance.
was going to
Good
be
riddance. Good riddance.
he was going to be he was going to troll us throughout. It was going to be him trolling us. But yeah, Josh, once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Sports Jazz. Please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Isaac and Josh, Liverpool hosting Man United at the Anfield Stadium. And if we're to go by form, last 5 games for Liverpool, it's been a draw and 5 wins. Man United, 1 win and 5 losses. 1 win and 5 losses. And even if we're to go for the head-to-head record, Josh, I see Liverpool has 2 wins, 2 wins. United has a win and 2 draws. Now I'm not going to go into the details, Josh, because we all know how things are going to be. But real quick, Josh, is Amorim ready to take on Anslot? I mean, that's the main question. And if I say, is he ready? I'm asking, I mean, is Man United going to end Liverpool's winning streak? Or is it going to be another losing streak for United?
That's a very laughable question to
No,
even
it's not laughable,
ask.
Josh.
Yeah, it is because Liverpool currently are the Premier League leaders, and they will, in no doubt, be licking their lips at the thought of this fixture ahead. I mean, it doesn't come any better for them to put to the sword their traditional arch rivals at their home in Anfield. It is going to
Okay.
be a very difficult game. They just ran riot at West Ham the last time they played, and they beat up 5-0 on a very helpless West Ham side. And this is Manchester United that almost looks in the same shape that West Ham are in. They are out of sorts on so many levels. So to even ask whether Ruben Amorim is capable of stopping Onslaught, it might be a bit sorry to ask whether Manchester United can stop Liverpool. It might be a bit questionable, but I mean,
It's not a bit
laughable.
questionable, Josh.
It's
It's
laughable.
laughable.
It's
Thank
very
you.
laughable. But the question that Amorim can Amorim stop Onslaught? Then there you give Man United a bit of some hope, because Ruben Amorim is a tactically astute manager. Don't get me wrong, he has come in a situation at Manchester United that is very complicated, and he has to do very many things to implement his very elaborate style of football into a side. Until recently, he had just had only 4 training sessions with the group. At least from today's presser, we do understand that he has been able to have 2 extra sessions with the group, and maybe he has identified a few things that can help him
Josh, you
outwit
look worried.
Onslaught. I don't
You
look
speak
worried.
with
I
worry.
just
Are you worried
no, I am
that
not
Liverpool
worried. I
is going
can
to smash us over the weekend? I'm not worried because I know it's going to happen, but you look worried.
you know it is going to happen, so you're not worried. For me, the fact that Manchester United is the one that is going to play the football game, I always think United will win. I can just understand the situation that we are in, and that will be the reason maybe we don't win the game. But
Yeah.
before the game kicks off, United always has a chance.
Thank you, guys. Of course, the comment section is already burning. The comment section is already burning. What up, Nick? What up, Nick? What up, Sinan? Happy New Year to you all. And yeah, we're coming to the comment section. We are coming to the comment section. Okay, Josh, you're saying we got into the game. You're worried, but again, you're not really
I'm
that
not
worried.
worried. You are worried. Me, I'm not
I
worried.
am. No. I'm not worried. Do you know why? Because I know
Yeah,
United is going to lose. It could be even a
but you're
7-0.
wrong. You're wrong.
Let's wait and see if Amorim will prove me otherwise over the weekend. Because Josh, if I'm to look at how things are, United has not been doing good at all. We've suffered back-to-back defeats. Things have been so hard, struggling. Players don't look them. Rather, players don't look themselves. They can't understand the structure, the system that Amorim is
They
trying to
do.
set up.
If I
Poor
may,
performances, underperforming. They've been all bang average. So, am I worried? No, I'm not worried. But do I expect to win the game? No. Losing, yes. Not less than
how
4
do you
goals.
how do you even ever go to watch a football game and you expect to lose the
Because
game?
Josh, you always tell me every
Then you're
time
not
we
going to
lose,
watch the game.
every time Man United loses, you come here and say, "See, Isaac, I keep telling you guys, don't expect anything. You
No, no,
should
no,
know
no, no,
this. You should
no,
be
no,
prepared.
no,
You should be
no. What?
prepared. You expect this when Ten Hag leaves. You expected this
No,
when Ten
this
Hag.
is no.
So I
This
mean,
is okay. This is the point though I'm trying to make. For me, before I even watch a Man United game, I do understand the circumstances of our preparations getting into that game. I do understand where Man United is and where Liverpool is. But this is a game of only 90 minutes. It's a one-off. And Ruben Amorim is a very tactically astute manager. He can be able to pull a rabbit out of the hat in that one and get one over Liverpool, or even salvage a draw or something like that. But what I keep telling you is you must understand the situation that United is in. So you are not caught off guard when we do lose a game, but you cannot go into a game hoping that United will lose a game.
Josh, I'm not hoping. I say this with pain.
You know.
I know. I'm hoping we win.
Okay,
Okay,
you
but I
cannot go
know we
into
are
a
going
game
to
with the
lose.
knowledge. You
Come on, man. We
cannot
just
go
lost to
into a game
Newcastle.
with
We lost to Bournemouth. We've been losing back to back,
yeah,
and
but
now we are facing that.
before a
Oh,
football
see,
game is played, and Manchester United is the opponent. I mean, I don't think that that is an easy fixture. It doesn't matter how good you
rather
are.
United has
I
a
mean,
very worrying fixture. We're
yeah,
still
yeah, yeah,
losing
yeah.
games, man.
Yes, no, 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 not like that. I mean, it is really difficult. It is a very difficult period for Manchester United. When you look at the schedule of games ahead, it doesn't look really great. But for the Newcastle game, you could see that as soon as we walked onto that pitch with that lineup, we were going to always lose the game. I mean, you
Well,
have Casemiro and Ericsson against Gimaresh, Joe Linton, and Tonali. These Casemiro and Ericsson do not want to be playing,
by the way,
that type of intensity game. So you are always going to lose the game. But what did Ruben Amorim have? Those are the players who are available that he had. You can say that he might have gotten it wrong with Joshua Zagzi to play on top, but he realized quickly on his mistake. Then he pulled him off Kobe
by
Mino.
the way,
It wasn't
I always
Creta
look down
who
on
pulled him off
Mino.
at that time.
I keep
Yeah,
saying, and
Mino.
which is true, which is true. He fits so well in a midfield of three, but he came on that day and he really saved us, Josh. He's superb,
He
saved us from
saved
what was
us.
going to.
What are you talking
Josh,
about? He
Mino
saved
coming
us.
on saved us from what was going to look like a 5-0, or rather, yeah, a 5-0 loss.
Nah, we lost the
I'm
game,
telling you.
bro.
Yeah, of course we lost
We
it, but I'm
lost the
telling you, it could have
game,
been
bro.
worse. It could have been worse,
Nah.
Josh.
No,
Because I
okay.
mean,
Anyhow,
the
the
wing
point
back offered nothing. Oh my god, I don't.
the
That
point
was
I'm
a
trying to
disaster.
make is the players who are available for selection for Ruben Amorim are the players that may not be good enough to do the things that he wants them to do. So, I mean, every now and then we are going to come up opposition, and the players we have will not be able to cope with the intensity of the game itself. So it will be easy for the other team to I mean, run rings around United. But I'm very
Mm.
confident in Ruben Amorim. I mean, there's there's some hope. There's a glimmer of hope that the manager will get his ideas across eventually. He
Well,
just has
guys,
to stop the bleeding now.
we are coming into the second. Sorry, the we are going into the what? We are going into the. I mean, comment section. Sorry, but once again, guys, please do subscribe, Josh and Isaac. Real quick, Josh, let's walk through. We see Nick says it's gonna be brutal. United 4-0. Not United, sorry, Liverpool, for Liverpool. Okay, just shared the link with Jonathan. Thank you, Sinan. Thank you, Sinan. Then Nick goes on to say, but United are capable of stopping Liverpool if they have more intensity. That is not
Exactly.
true. Not with the current
Exactly.
United we
That
have.
is,
Not with the
I
current
agree
United,
with
Josh.
Fadley. We do. I mean, I will later give you my predicted lineup and how Ruben Amorim can get things right on that day.
Well, we see also Sinan says, I believe in Amarim and is capable. I also believe in Amarim. No
You
one says
don't.
that they
You
do.
don't.
No, I do, Josh.
No, no,
I
you
do.
don't.
I do. But
You
with what
don't.
I've watched, with what I've seen, the players that we have, and let's get into that shortly. Uh, then Nick says current form. I don't believe Liverpool will be sleeping. That is true.
Yeah.
That is what I said. I hope, but I don't. I know for a fact we're going to lose. Isaac, that is your thinking, saying Josh looks to be worried.
I know. I don't know why he keeps putting his worry on everyone else.
The best Liverpool can get from this game is a draw.
Now that's the
Sinan,
spirit, Sinan. That's the
Sinan,
spirit.
Sinan. I hope this game will be a draw so that Liverpool won't be runaway leaders. Well, I'm hoping they lose. That's my hope. But we all know how it's going to go. Isaac, we've lost enough, but trust me, this is ours. Sinan, you keep saying that every time, every time, every time, every time. Yes, I'm taking your word. But again, we lose. I think that's what you said when we are going to play against Bournemouth. That's what you said when we are going to play against Spurs. It's what you said when we are going to play against Newcastle. And look where it got us. It didn't go so
No,
well.
but for Newcastle, it was for Newcastle, the writing was on the wall. The moment you saw a lineup that has Casemiro and Eriksen in midfield, a midfield two against Joe Willington and Gimaresh and Tonali, very highly intense players. We had no chance. We had no chance, and we still suffering from the problem of uh, teams scoring early against us, and then we don't know how to
Oh my
recover
God,
from
that's right.
that.
Set pieces also. The set pieces, they're killing it. We considered against Bournemouth. We considered against Newcastle. We considered against Spurs. Set pieces.
Arsenal.
Arsenal. I think even Nottingham Forest. It's been an issue, man. It's been an ongoing issue. But once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do subscribe, Josh and Isaac, Sports Jazz. And Josh, Roma is in the transfer window is coming up. I mean, we're already in the transfer window. Do you expect any January signings? Because I thought players like Maguire, I know they could, they're all possible targets for the summer transfer. Excuse me. But I thought United would be doing more pushing players like Casemiro, Ericsson, Lindelof, Evans, players that should be moving away. Because for us, for United to buy players, they need to sell players fast, which looks to be not likely. Doesn't seem likely, Josh. I mean,
Yeah, that's why.
we have Nuno Fernandez. who has made it clear to PSG that he wants to join a weekend Manchester United. I mean,
No
the arrow is
way,
still
no
there.
way,
No,
no way.
for real, Josh.
No, no, it's not for real. No, it's not
For
for
real,
real,
Josh, I'm
bro.
serious.
No,
The only
it's not
problem
for
is
real.
I don't see it happening in January.
No, it cannot be. It cannot be true. But anyhow, the thing is, you jump ship at PSG to join Man United. I know he has attachment with Ruben Amorim. He brought him through the ranks. That
What
is
are you
the
talking
left
about?
back.
Ugarte just
The,
did that.
the left back at PSG, Nuno Mendes. But Nuno Mendes, his contract runs out in 2026, and he's
Mm.
just 22 years old. But the thing is, Nuno Mendes is only, for me, I do believe that he's negotiating with PSG to give him a
Get
better offer
a better
because,
offer. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, they want to renew his contract, but the wage proposals that have been tabled before him, he believes they are very disrespectful. And this might be a chance for United to swoop in and triple, more than triple his wages at
But just
PSG.
the left wing back position is a priority. So if Nuno Mendes, players like Alvaro, players like Dogu, I mean, I understand those are all under United's radar. Under, so I mean,
Before
if
you
we
get
can get
bef,
Nunez,
Nuno Mendes,
Mendes,
it's
it will be
impossible.
nice.
It's impossible for United to do transfers this January window, especially because of the PSR that is really making it difficult for United to have wholesome changes. We no longer have that resource envelope to help us do the things that we want to do. Ruben Amorim is not a manager who is at Manchester United with a lot of cash to spend to buy players. And
You said it. You said it.
the players on our books are very difficult to let go of. I mean, he just confirmed that Harry Maguire's situation is United triggering the option to extend his contract
because
until
we
2026.
can't get players. Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't get players, and you cannot sell a player like Harry Maguire for more than £5 million. I mean, these are players who are washed up and they are on. Yeah, yeah,
Josh,
yeah.
that is disrespectful.
It is not. I don't think you can sell Harry Maguire for £5 million. He has 1 year left on his contract. Actually, not a year left on his contract. He has months left on his contract, and he's going to
Mm.
be negotiating with any club that he wants to go to. So, if you want to squeeze him to go in January, it will have to be for a very small fee, or else he waits and leaves in the summer. So, United will trigger that option to extend his contract until 2026. But for me, these are the things that I see at a club that are very difficult for a manager to deal with, because Harry Maguire is not the best of players that the manager wants to keep at the club. But the situation is so difficult that he has to be clever to have some players who, with experience and leadership in his team, that he has to keep Harry Maguire. He added that he spoke to Harry Maguire and told him he has to improve his football on the pitch, and he has to improve his leadership skills, because
So
I
he
mean,
doesn't trust
United.
him, but he has no
Yes,
option.
he has no option. He has to keep him. He has to be clever about it. So it is not going to be very easy for Manchester United to make these deals that we think they'll make, unless we do get an offer for Marcus Rashford in the region of 50 million
Well,
pounds. Because
there's rumor that Casemiro is also open to moving to Saudi, and some resources claim talks are ongoing with his reps already. So,
yeah, but the Saudi doesn't pay. The Saudi are very clever. You've seen in the past they pay very minimal amounts of money.
by the
It
way,
is only,
they
yeah, it is only
they
in the
take
start
care
that
of the
they will,
players' wages more than the transfer amounts.
exactly. I
That's one.
mean,
I think one of the players that they've paid a lot of money for was the player from Aston Villa. What's his name? I'm forget, but it was 50 million pounds.
yeah, but that is not a lot of money.
Comment section is burning. Happy New Year, guys. I see you're here hoping and praying we don't win you and expecting at least a draw. But we, the liver winning pool team, are here to win. Nothing less. No comment for any Liverpool fan today. No comment. I'd love to see. I'd love Marim to sell Casemiro, Lindelof, Ericsson, Rashford. Even I'm okay if Fernandez goes, as long as Amarim will have players that do what he wants them to do. I agree with you, Sinan. I agree with you. I agree with you. Well, peace. We know you're a Liverpool fan. We know you're bracing, and you do nothing more than whooping us again. But as Josh said, this weekend, a miracle is about to happen. We are going to stand Liverpool. When is the last time Liverpool lost, Josh? Was it against Nottingham Forest?
I don't follow small teams. Real
I
talk,
wish
real
Aziz,
talk,
I wish Aziz was on.
real talk, real talk.
So you don't follow small teams, so you don't even know what happened. Oh, come on, Joe. Really?
Yeah, no, I know. I mean,
But I know they've lost one game.
yeah, they did lose to Nottingham. Now that you tell me, I remember.
Hi Adieri, hi Adieri. What's good? What's good? Well, Adieri, you just won. You just beat us the last time. So I mean, yeah, Josh. As I was saying, Sinan mentioned a very uh, valid point to me. But are Ineos willing to listen to offers for Rashford, Anthony, Casemiro, Ericsson, and Lindelof in January, Josh? Because we all know that
Yeah,
January transfer window is very hard. I
yeah,
mean,
they are, but
it's easy to sell,
it
but
is
it's hard to
difficult.
buy. Very, very difficult. And United can only do business if a sell happens. The most likely one to exit at this stage, to me, I think it's Casemiro. I think it's Casemiro. Although I've also read somewhere that Ineos would consider £50 million deal, 50 million plus for Ganacho, but of course, it's not a priority. Shaw and Malasia are likely to leave in 2025 this year. In the summer, they are likely to leave. Rashford, I don't know. I think he might also leave this summer. Joshua Zirkzee, Juventus is picking up. Juventus is really interested in the player. Let's see how everything goes. No,
Those are
Josh, for real.
jokes. Those
No,
are
it's not a
jokes.
joke.
You know,
About Joshua
when
Zirkzee, it's
before
not a
Eric
joke,
Ten Hag,
Josh.
yeah, before Eric Ten Hag was sacked at Manchester United, after 2 games of Joshua Zirkzee not finding his feet in Premier League, I mean, the rumors started that Juventus want a swap deal for Joshua Zirkzee for Dusan Vlahovic, as in that is some madness in itself. I mean, you don't think that Thiago Motta would be? Yes, he's a good player. He does love the player. He loves the technical attributes of the player, but yeah, and Dusan Vlahovic is not having a very good time with Thiago Motta. He's complaining a lot about the things that Motta is asking him to do. He does not believe that he should be running a lot on the pitch because he's a guy who is put there to score goals, and yet the system demands more from him. So, I mean, if a guy who plays the same formation Ruben Amorim plays is concerned about Dusan Vlahovic, then where would Ruben Amorim be going for that same player?
Happy New Year to you, J United. Happy New Year to you, brother, man. Let's hope we win this Sunday. Let's hope we get that miracle. You know, we are now praying for miracles. That's how sad it is. Sorry, just woke up since 31st, bro. But yo, at some point, at some point, I want to blame Ten Hag. I mean, he would really he has to do some explaining when it comes to the signings he made. You look at Joshua Zirkzee for 42.5 euros. You look at Anthony, 100 million euros. You look at Hoyland, 74 million euros. Mason Mount, 65 million euros. And I'm saying, I mean, he has to take the blame too. Not entirely, but he has to take the blame too. I know John was around who negotiated majority of the prices, and from what I understand, it looks like Ineos was also Joshua Zirkzee, like Lenny Euro, was also an Ineos signing. But with Ten Hag, with Mason Mount with was a Ten Hag signing 100%. Eric Ten Hag, when it comes to Anthony, it was a panic buy, although still a Ten Hag signing. So I mean, these are people that are supposed to take part of the blame, not entirely, but they have to feel it. They have to know the rage that we are going through currently, seeing our team struggling so hard like this. It's annoying.
You must understand that the problems, much as you like to go on whims and blame Eric Ten Hag for every bad decision Man United has made as a football club, and in the recent past, you should know that Man United has been this way for the best part of a decade. So, I mean, Eric Ten Hag only spent 2 seasons and 2 summers at the club. So, I mean, when you say that all these things did happen because Eric Ten Hag was in charge and made these decisions, what about the years that he was not there? You should know that United for a very long time has been the worst at catching up at catching up on the modern things that are done in football. We are the last to make. You imagine we had a whole summer of two guys at the top chasing around Frankie De Jong between England and Spain for the whole summer, and they ended up signing Casemiro instead.
Well,
So
De
you
Jong is
cannot.
available now.
So,
You can even get
first
him for
listen to
free.
me. First, listen to me before you blame Eric Ten Hag. I mean, you want to tell me that Eric Ten Hag did ask the club for a profile of player of Frankie De Jong, but on the same list he had Casemiro. I mean, what profile of player is that? You look at the profile of Frankie De Jong
Josh
and the
is
profile
partly,
of
not
Casemiro.
entirely, but
Is
he's
he the
partly Josh
one
to
who
blame. He's
would ask
partly to
for such
blame.
a
Look at
player?
Mason
But
Mount.
what do you do?
You know,
What do you do? So what do
players
you?
he's
What happens
players he's
today?
recommended to come on run. Amrabat,
Okay, what's up?
Vegos.
Okay, what happens today if experienced average players like Robertson at Liverpool is signed tomorrow by Ratcliffe? Would it be Ruben Amorim's fault? I mean,
Liverpool fans, that is not me. That is coming from Josh.
no, but it is
Shots
true.
fired.
He's an experienced average player and he's very effective. He does the job. I mean, he has won the things that he has won because he's a very hard worker. I mean, this guy, he has lungs to bust. At least he did in the period that he was winning things with Liverpool. But if the same guy at the age that he is ends up at Man United, why would you blame Ruben Amorim? Ruben Amorim will tell you that he loves the player because he needs a left back. So whoever would come, he will have to support that guy to actually maybe turn out into the player that he expects him to be.
Josh, do you rate Tyrell Malacia?
Yeah. I do. But I blame United for
For what?
disrupting his career.
That time he got injured.
The injuries are part of football, but the several operations done on his knee. I mean, I think they were not handled in the best manner.
Well, we have
I know
Tyrell
surgeries can
Malacia,
go wrong.
we have
Surgeries
Anthony,
can
we
go
have
wrong, but
Mason Mount, we have Lisandro Martinez, we have Joshua Zakzi, we have Rasmus Hoyland, we have Onana, those that came on loan, Vegos, Amrabat. Who else? Who else am I forgetting, Josh? Who else? I'm forgetting someone. Who else? I mean, Delict is now there. Mazarau is there. That's 11 players, Josh, for you.
what's wrong with that? What's wrong with? I
This,
asked you last time to list for me the players you
listen,
think are not worthy of. They're not good players. You couldn't find them.
let me give you Tyrell Malacia is not. Let me go. Tyrell Malacia is not Josh.
How old is he?
Tyrell Malacia is Josh. Hold on. Tyrell
How
Malacia is
old is
not.
he? How long have you seen him?
Those we got
How
on
much
loan
time has
in
he had at
Amrabat
United?
and Vegos were average. Rasmus
Those guys are
Hoyland,
not
I
at
don't
the
think we
club.
should have
I'm
paid
talking
that
about
amount of
players at the
money.
club.
I don't think we should have paid that amount of money for Rasmus
So Ten
Hoyland.
Hag,
He's a
Ten
good
Hag had
player,
a
but he's average.
Ten
His
Hag had a
touch is so
checkbook.
poor, Josh.
Ten Hag
His
had a
touch
checkbook.
is so poor, Josh. I don't know why
Come
you keep
on.
even making excuses for him.
Ten
For
Hag
real.
doesn't have a checkbook at Manchester United. All he can do is identify the players that he does want, and he can be advised on the possibility of a deal being done. So if the bosses do say that he actually told you that before Rasmus Højlund was signed, Man United tried everything in their power to sign Harry Kane because for him he wanted Harry Kane. But then they told him we cannot sign Harry Kane because we don't have 100 million. But then again, they went and said that we have chosen to go young. Now we are signing a Rasmus Højlund at 72. So, I mean, how do you deal with that as a manager? Anyway, I mean, let's just shut the whole blame
But
game. But we are
no,
here.
it's not a
We are
blame game.
beating
It's not a
Liverpool
blame
on
game. But
Sunday.
I also,
We are here. We
I
are
know,
beating
Josh.
Liverpool on
We are
Sunday.
coming
And
to that. We are coming to
yes,
that. Before we wind up, it's not a blame game. All I can say, I mean, Ineos also has to take the blame, Josh. They appointed a manager with the style of play that is, I mean, that majority of the players, unless you have your own squad, you've handpicked your own players, would find a problem to fit in, especially on a short term
I
or
did
on
tell
short
you, but
notice.
it didn't matter to you at the time. As in, all you wanted was Ten Hag to leave. It didn't matter to you, and I actually told you
Josh,
that
about
much as I
Ten Hag
don't like.
was supported.
Yeah,
Ten
first
Hag was
listen,
funded.
first
Ten Hag
listen to
was
me.
given 600 million pounds, Josh.
Rubbish. That's absolute rubbish.
United spent nearly 200 million pounds on Anthony, Joshua Zirkzee, Rasmus Højlund, and Josh. Those are three players with almost no goal threat between them.
That's absolute rubbish. You should
But
know.
okay,
And you, the more you accept, the
don't
more
forget
you
Mason
you
Mount, Josh. Don't forget
the
Mason
more you
Mount, who has only one goal and an assist.
the more you feign ignorance of the problems at Manchester United, the more you're going to labor on with Eric Ten Hag was given 600 million. The more you're going to labor on with Ruben Amorim has bought this player, and this player is not doing well. You see, but if you do accept and understand the problems that United has as a football club, then you might be able to understand where we can go from here. um, Dan Ashworth, much as I don't like Gareth Southgate, and I scoffed at the idea of Dan Ashworth fronting his friends like Southgate and Graham Potter and that lot. I did think that managers with very little tactical nous would be the players to bring back Man United to winning ways until the season was over,
Josh,
because they are not very elaborate in the things that they want. They are very, very simple in the things they want. Thomas Frank would tell you, I want you to play like this, kick the ball and cross it when you get into those positions. But I mean, United was playing like that before
let's
and it
get
was
back to
not
the game
winning
as you
anyway.
said.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the game. This weekend, Liverpool hosting Manchester United at the Anfield.
J
EPL.
United,
Imagine
it's
we beat
happening.
them. Then my New Year resolution is completed. Completed. Sports Jazz guys, everyone, please do subscribe. Turn on the notifications. Last 10 results at Anfield, Josh. It's been 1-0 for United, 2-0 for Liverpool, 0-0, again 0-0, then 3-1 for Liverpool, 2-1 for Liverpool, 0-0, 4-0 to Liverpool, 7-0 to Liverpool, and 0-0. The last, in other words, the last 10, Manchester United has only one win, okay, and 4 draws and 5 losses in the last 10 games at Anfield, playing at Anfield. Now that's a very, very worrying track record, Josh. But let's wait and see how things go, Josh. Let's wait and see, Josh. Let's look at, before we go into Josh, real quick. How do you expect Amorim to set up before we go into the starting lineup? What do you think Amorim should be doing? What do you think Amorim should be doing, Josh,
Yeah.
for the game that is coming up? Before we go into the starting lineup, I just read the last 10 meetings with Liverpool at Anfield. United has only 1 win, 5 losses, and 4 draws. So before we start the starting lineup, how do you expect Amorim to go about this game, Josh? What should
Well,
he
I
do and what
expect him
should he
to
not
have.
do? Taji,
I
Taji, what up?
expect
What
him
up? What
to.
up? Josh?
I expect him to have told the boys to bring all the intensity they can bring into this game. The only way we can stop Liverpool from doing the things that they do very well, as we have seen this season, is for us to step up and bring this intensity into this game. I mean, I know that Anfield will be buzzing because this game comes at a time that Anfield is sorry, Liverpool is miles ahead of Manchester United. It seems like the mid '90s when United was very far from Liverpool, and much as there was this whole talk about the game being a big game, to me it was just a very simple game. United was always going to beat Liverpool. I mean, yeah, there was all this talk that it was this huge rivalry and stuff, but Liverpool was no match at all. And we don't appear to be a match for Liverpool. But I do believe in the manager that is at the club. There be a return of Manuel Ugarte and Bruno Fernandes from their suspensions. So I do believe that if the two players are paired in the middle of the park, they will give United a bit of more intensity going into this game. And yeah, maybe we can do things. We can do some things that are different to help us get an edge. It is a very difficult game, but
It's going to be a very difficult game.
we must be very intense, and we must keep the
Not,
ball better. We must keep the ball better. We must be brave in the things that we want to do. I mean, I don't remember a Man United player who last had a shot at goal. I mean, it has been that
talking about a shot,
awful that
but we are very
players are
poor.
not even confident in
Final third
front of
taking our
goal.
chances. Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah.
We are very, very poor. Very, very, very poor. And that really worries me, Josh. It
So we
worries me a
must be
lot.
brave. We must be confident. We must believe that we can actually win this game. You can see it as soon as we concede a goal in a game. If the players are scared. The players are scared. They don't know what to do. They no longer believe that the things that they were doing will get them back into the game. And that is the very difficult stage that we are at this point, because if you don't have the players believing in the things that they are doing to get them out of a tight fix, then it is going to always be very difficult for them to win football matches.
Well, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see, Josh. I'm hoping again. I'm hoping United really thrash or stand. I don't. I know. I don't want to say thrash, but stand Liverpool. It could be a 1-0. I will take it humbly, so that I can come back clown Taji, because I know if we lose, Taji is going to have a field day. Peace is going to have a field day. Aziz is going to have a field day. J United says even if we go a goal down early, we need to be in the game as long as possible. Intensity is the key. And Josh, I don't understand,
True.
why do we keep conceding early goals, man? Why do we keep
That is part
conceding
of
set
football.
pieces?
That
No,
is
Josh,
part
it
of
gets worse.
football.
It gets worse. I know, but not this match, the other match, after the other. It's like, and you know those early goals, Josh, sometimes teams, usually it's a booster. If a team goes in so early and scores a goal, it takes guts for the other team to come back, score a goal, equalize, and even score a winning goal. Usually it goes the other way around if it's not
No,
a draw.
but that's
And
what you want. That's
I
what you
find that
want. You
irritating
want.
nowadays. We should.
That's what you
Why?
want.
Who
You
says that's
want
what I
food.
want?
No, I mean that's what you would want if your team went a goal down and they have the resolve to come back and win a football game.
I
Right
don't want to
now,
give my opponent that
the
advantage.
players. No, but the situation that you're in at the moment is we are too fragile. The players are so frail on the pitch. They don't really believe that the positional play, the positional play they have on the pitch in moments is going to help them to have an advantage. So they almost forget that, and they just rush into different positions and create these spaces in the game. And at the end of the day, even when we don't concede from that very situation, it is actually the Newcastle game that I saw was so poor in the first
Oh
half,
my God, that's so
but
poor.
the
Even
second half was much better, and this was the case with Eric Ten Hag. But that means there is a problem with a lot of players that we have at the club, because there's a huge lack of confidence in the side,
by
and
the way,
that's why maybe we concede
the
very
players have
early
to take
goals.
the blame too. They have to take the blame too. I mean,
Yeah, we do concede
bro,
very
it's
early
like they
goals,
don't.
maybe because of that. Because
Mm.
I mean, the moment they get onto the pitch, oh my God, there's a thing that Harry Maguire did, and I almost
Josh, Sports Jazz guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That was Josh. He'll be back shortly. Sorry, connection issues. But yeah, we are playing Liverpool on Sunday. Are we going to win? It's a very hard question to answer. It's a tricky question to answer. But again, in the same sentence, me as a Man United fan, I love speaking facts. It's going to be very hard considering how Liverpool is right now, considering how good they are. It's going to be very hard for them to play, so or rather for United to come and beat Liverpool. It's going to stretch us, but let's walk into the
sorry
predicted
about
lineup,
that. I
Josh.
was telling you that the time that I saw Maguire do that thing against Newcastle, where he handled the ball and what, and it went around him, I cringed, because Maguire is not a player that you want to start making mistakes when you're in such a bad situation, because it only gets worse. He is a guy we can use in this side. The fact that he has extra defenders around him, so maybe they can help him, but you don't want him to be making mistakes, because he doesn't stop.
Well, Piece says intensity, speed, articulation, calculation, leg energy, proper vision, nice football boots. Oh, come on. We know the roof is leaking, but guys, don't go too far. We know we have the mice issue, but don't go too far. And a beautiful jersey, a little humor, and not a new coach is all you need to win. Rather, yeah, need for the win. Liverpool, for at this point, they are trolling us. Of course, Nick gives his prediction just 3-3 for Spurs and Newcastle. 2-0 for Villa, 3 for Chelsea, City 2. Well, City has been struggling, but I mean, they redeemed themselves over the weekend. Then 2-1 for Liverpool. Oh, 2-1. 4-0 for. Ah, no, 4-0 for Liverpool, 2-1 for Forest, and Arsenal 2. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Yeah, just your prediction. But first, your starting lineup. Not forgetting, Drax says 5-0 for Liverpool. Come on, Drax. Come on, man. Well, let me give you guys my prediction as Josh comes back. My prediction is, mm, my prediction. I have a 3-1 loss for United. Liverpool, of course, winning. We've been so poor at Anfield. We've been very, very poor. And when it comes to the predicted lineup, of course, in goal I have Onana, I have Lenny Euro as the right CB, I have Delict in the middle. No, I have Mazarawi as the right CB. Sorry, guys, I retract myself. Onana, Mazarawi as the right CB, the Ligt in the middle, and on the left hand side, oh, let's give it to Tyrell Malacia. There's nothing to I see him playing. I see him playing. Then when it comes to the left, to the right wing back, I have Dallo, and the other side I have no right wing back. I have Ahmad Diallo, and the other side I have Diego Dallo, the left wing back. In the midfield, of course, I have Ugarte and Fernandez. I think Fernandez for now until we get a proper partner to play good football and match up with Ugarte. Fernandez should be playing there. Then up front, we all know Rashford did not train, according to Amorim, in the presser that just ended a few minutes, or rather a few hours ago. He said he wasn't feeling well. He's a bit ill, so he didn't train. The tens behind the strike, of course, the tens I have The 10, surprisingly, I have Ganacho. I have Ganacho and Joshua Zaxi. I think Zaxi is going to come back and Rasmus Hojlund up top because this game is not made for Casemiro. You remember what happened. You remember the horror that time we lost three. Was it 3-0 at Anfield? Casemiro. So I don't think this game is meant for Casemiro. I don't think it's meant for Kobe Mino, but it's an option. He could slot into the midfield and where you see Amorim pushing Fernandez and Garnacho as the 10s behind Rasmus Hojlund. Of course, it's an option, but I also think he plays much more better in the 3. So I don't think this is a game for him. Josh, while you were not here, I was giving my predicted lineup real quick. I'll go through it. Onana in goal, Mazraoui right CB, Delict in the middle, Tyrell Malacia, not that I have any other option as the left CB. Then the wing backs, I have Dallo as the left wing back and Amad Diallo as the right wing back. Midfield, I have Ugarte and Fernandez. Josh, I can't hear you. Midfield, I have Ugarte and Fernandez. And of course, behind the strike, I have Joshua Zaxi, Ganacho, and yeah, Rasmus. That's my striker. Nick Fadley says both teams should wear home kits, so the game will be chaotic. No, we don't want the game to be chaotic. We do not want the game to be chaotic, guys. But yes, I can't wait for the game of the weekend. But again, I'm not really so excited because I don't want to. I'm tired of watching Man United lose every time. We keep losing back and back and forth. And man, I don't want that anymore. I think it's enough and we should move on. All right. We should move on. We should move on. Once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Sports Jazz. Josh, are you good to go? I don't know whether Josh is good to go. I would love to hear his his prediction and lineup. Josh, I can't hear you. I would love to hear that. But while we wait for Josh, guys, let's look at something else here. Still on Man United. Well, I'm thinking United need to buy players. They need to sell, although first they need to sell, but they need to buy players too. I mean, the squad that we have, it looks like it doesn't help Amorim at all, and we need to back the manager. I'm behind Amorim. We need to back the manager. Ineos needs to back the manager too. We don't know why it's not happening, but or rather, we don't know whether it's going to happen. But it's very, very tricky, especially with the FFP and everything. Because for us to buy players, we need to sell players. So if we can get a good deal for Casemiro to make way, we get a good deal for Ericsson to make way, we get a good deal for Lindelof to make way. If good suitors come for Rashford, why not? After all, there's room of Gyökeres coming into the mix again, but I think it's a hard one right now. He would cost us much, around 80 million pounds right now if we were to go to Sporting Lisbon, and they are not doing so well ever since Amorim left. I understand they fired the manager that replaced him. So yeah, I think it's more likely it's possible in the summer. Nuno Mendes just claimed that he's just using United as a string to get a better contract, but he doesn't see him coming or joining Man United. Anything, never say never. That's what I can say. Anything can always happen. Never say never. Never say never. Josh,
Are we good? Are we good?
we're good. Josh, your
Sorry about
predicted
that.
lineup and score?
My predicted lineup, I didn't get why you would play Tyrell Malacia as a left-sided center back when you have Licha.
Oh my god, I forgot about Licha Mobile. Yeah, that's a red flag. Yep. Correct.
Yeah, so
Correct.
I
My
think
head is my head is messed up. That is true, Josh. That out. Lisandro Martinez, Delict, and Mazarawi. That's my back three.
yeah, I think he'll play Mazraoui.
Mm.
Sorry, Onana, Mazraoui, right-sided center back, and Maguire in the middle, and Licha. I don't know, for one reason or the other, he likes Maguire too, because we are conceding so many goals. from set pieces. I mean, Maguire's presence, he hopes that will help solve the situation, but it has just gotten worse since he came in. I mean, not that it is his fault, but he has failed to actually do anything about it defensively. So, I
Mm,
mean, I would rather play Delict in the middle, right-sided center back Mazraoui, and left Licha,
mm.
left wing back. Um, I'll play Dalo. I mean, Terrell Malacia won't have a very good evening with Salah. Then
I say that with pain because I've
I'll
forgotten
play.
about Lisandro Martinez, man.
I'll play Amad Diallo as the right-sided wing back, and in midfield I'll play Ugarte and Bruno Fernandes. And yeah, because I believe those are the players that have the intensity to at least even try to match Gravenbach, McAllister, and Sobosolai. So in
Chaji, Chaji says Lika will get cooked. You remember what Mo did to
yeah,
him?
rubbish.
Make
He's
him
not
be a
having it.
man.
He's not having it this time. Anyhow, the midfield, that is Bruno and Ugarte. Then the two tens, I'll have the two tens. I'll have oh God, what very bad options. But I
We have
would have
very bad options.
Zagzi. No, I would have
Hmm.
Zagzi and
Rashford
Zagzi
is not
and
around.
yeah. But I don't want to say Ganacho.
Well, you have to. Those
Yeah,
were
he
my two
looks like
tens
he's the
too.
only player.
Ganache
Zagzi
and
and
Zaki.
Ganacho, then Rasmus Højlund ahead of them. Oh my God, that is such a
Well,
poor side.
a very, very,
It's,
very poor side.
yeah,
Very
you
poor
don't
side.
see
They are
where
going to
goals.
shred us, I'm
You don't
telling
see
you.
where goals are coming from. But if Zagzi and Ganacho can help with the high intensity of the game in that period of the pitch, and they're not interested in getting goals and things like that, or actually maybe play Kobe Mainu as the other 10.
No, Josh.
You would rather
Uh,
play him up front than play him in the middle of the park.
Top of the table, we have Liverpool, Josh. That the how do we call them? Currently, the reigning, not I'm not going to say champions. They're not the reigning champions. Currently standing or currently leading the EPL table with 45 points, and United all the way in the 14th position, 22 points, bro.
I don't know why you're so interested in that table. You want to take coffee from it or something?
Man United haven't
You
won
love that
anything in their
table.
last 8 away games
You
against Liverpool.
love
That
that
is four
table. You
draws, four
love that
losses.
table. Mm.
And this is the first time Liverpool and Manchester United are facing each other in their first league match of the calendar since 1989. Of course, that was when the Red Devils won 3-1 at Old Trafford. Yes, yeah. Taji says he's not good. He's too rash. He's talking about Lisandro Martinez,
Nature.
Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, the aggression is not a very bad thing. It is when it is not well calculated that it becomes a problem. And ever since Eric Ten Hag left United, actually, shortly before he left United, I think he was coming back from a back injury or something like that. He had a bit of a struggle, but when Ruben came in,
Fatigue from fatigue from also the Copa
the
America. I remember
travels
they
and
didn't
stuff
rest
like that.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't really come back as the same player that he once was. But then again, he had started to pick up. But this season he has been so off with the calculations in his aggression. For me, a robust defender is not a problem. I mean, impose yourself. I mean, there's some defenders, because maybe they are so good
Mm.
at pushing, shoving people in the back and things like that. That is Gabriel Magalhaes. They get away with it. I mean, he once put Rasmus Højlund on his back, and the referee let it slide. United was not
The game
awarded a penalty.
the game against, was it Spurs? I think we saw the same thing also happening. Yeah, it was Spurs, that guy that came from the bench. Same thing
Yeah,
happened. And by the way, the Premier League needs to not the it's called the PMGOL. They
the
need to step up when it comes to
PGMOL.
this.
They will never
Yeah, the
step up. They'll never
PGMOL. They
step
need
up.
to step up, man. That shit
They will never
sucks.
step up. They just created a cocoon of theirs to have a say in what happens at football clubs and the best drama series of the British. So I mean, they do have a say. They do have a say every now
Anyhow,
and then. Every now and then, if it is
sports
United and
jazz.
they're going to make someone a global star, I mean, they will take their chance. They will take their chance. Gabriel Magalhaes could, on his debut, Gabriel Magalhaes actually put Rasmus Højlund on his back. He carried him for a bit. But I mean, he was not. The penalty was never awarded for
Josh, give me
United.
your score.
All that was awarded was
Yeah,
Garnacho's goal was ruled out for offside.
give me your score, Josh. What's your score?
Whoa,
Liverpool
difficult
versus Man
one.
United. What is your score, Josh? Who do you give it to? Who do you have? I have 3-1 for Liverpool.
Yeah, same.
No brainer. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but
Thank you so
I
much.
do think that United has a huge chance, a very huge chance.
Sports Jazz, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Isaac, Josh, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. See you tomorrow or on Sunday, the watch along. And let's have some fun, guys. Glory, glory, Man United. Cheers to everyone that has been in the comment section. Peace, Sinan, J United as always. Then we had
Nick Fadley.
Nick Fadley. Also, cheers everyone. Cheers everyone. We love you so much. Peace out and happy new year.